Let's start with your reading, Gemini. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your overall situation. Now, let's look into the energies around you at the moment and the upcoming events for you. Okay. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords followed by the Moon. And so right here, what we have is clearly some sort of secret that is about to come out in a situation where perhaps you thought you knew everything. But there is definitely something here that you should know, something that maybe might impact your vision of this very situation. It's true that truth will set you free, and mainly because it gives you the ability to make a informative decision, It gives you control of where to go and how to proceed, even if it hurts, even if the truth hurts. At least you are in control at that moment, deciding where to go and what to do. So you might be coming from a time of confusion, not knowing what was going on. But right now, this information comes up very quickly, and this is really going to change everything, as I see right here. For some reason, I see that this is going to be unexpected for you. The Queen of Swords, although she's very straightforward, she's also very nurturing, as every other queen in the deck is. And what we see is that at the base of it all, there is still some sort of love. Even though it might have changed in intensity and intentions, it's still very strong. So, in the middle of the reading, Ace of Cups and Three of Cups. Right here we get perhaps a snapshot of the past, of the energy that triggered the events that perhaps you are experiencing right now in your current environment. So there was a new beginning, right? With the Ace of Cups. There was a time where you opened up and you started trusting someone who maybe at the time really felt safe, honest. But as you see here, there is one extra person or energy into the situation. The Three of Cups might be talking about a third party, something you did not expect, something you did not see coming, but that this person put you through, right? We clearly see here a promise that was broken. But at the same time, this is not the secret that it's coming up. I definitely see that you knew about this already. Although it hurts, and it hurt at the time, you were trying to maybe even work around it. You've seen the sign coming towards you. You've seen the signs of this happening. You became suspicious before it was actually confirmed to you. And chances are that you did not like yourself, your thoughts, your actions when you felt that jealousy, right? But at some point, it's clear that this person just brought the worst out of you. And you were not proud to be in that situation where someone was acting that way. But at the same time, it wasn't very easy to just let go and move on. On paper, obviously, that is what makes sense to do. But then when you find yourself in it, you're maybe trying to understand what is the entity of that situation. Is it just a mistake? Is it something that this person can do once again? And so we see the complexity of the situation, but we see that overall, right here, you were not happy, Gemini. And again, this is not the secret though. This is not what it's coming up now and in the near future. This is something that you were aware about. Now, you, Gemini, are a very strong sign. Definitely one of the strongest. You definitely understand the difference in between right and wrong. And you do not let people just take advantage of you and of your love, of your trust. There is a lot that you can forgive, definitely, even a third party situation. But there is something about how this person has handled the situation afterwards that really made you understand that this is not the person for you. Maybe they kept lying on your face. They were definitely not accountable for their own mistakes. And overall, they tried to keep a straight face while telling you the biggest lies. It's almost like you already knew where this person was, for example, the night before. You could prove it. And they kept saying, I was just at home, I promise. And that moment right there is such a breaking moment. Like where you really understand this person is capable of lying that way. It's such a turn off. And perhaps that's exactly what made you decide that it was time to move on. So with this energy, your focus is in recovering. You did not want to waste time feeling sorry for yourself. You are a fighter after all. And although you might be hurt, you can still walk. And one day, with time, you'll be able to not just walk, but run towards your goal, towards your happiness, Gemini, because you are strong. And that is very, very important, regardless of what's happening around you. The energy impacting you right now is the Ace of Swords. And here, we start seeing that secret, that information that it's coming out, which you were not expecting because of the Ace of Swords. It's definitely an unexpected type of chapter starting for you. This can be something that will be said to you or something that you will learn from someone else. An expected moment of clarity around this situation, a situation that perhaps you thought it was completely over. This ace right here brings an energy that creates a new beginning and something that can be used to create something good or even something bad, right? Double-edged sword, depending on how you will react to this new information. Definitely it will either help you progress or keep you stuck. This is something that you really did not expect, and an information that it's giving you something to think about. And again, this is not about that Three of Cups energy, the third party that we were talking about. This is something else. We'll have to see what this is. Now, when this happens, your strength is going to be into taking your time, not making any quick decision right away. Evaluate the situation from a logical standpoint. That's going to be very important. And so whatever you're going to feel at first when you'll hear about this, you have to disregard it. Give yourself a few hours or even maybe a few days, because with this King of Pentacles, chances are that your vision is going to completely change with a little bit more time. The King of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving energy in the deck, together with the Knight of Pentacles. And at the same time is very observing, very determined to keep or find stability and long-term happiness. He doesn't care about immediate validation or just revenge. There is something right here that you have to hear about. Take your time, and then you'll get whatever it is that you're going to find happiness. Now, what we see in the works right now brewing underneath the surface for you is an energy that will make you reevaluate everything. This energy is not impacting you alone, but it's impacting perhaps the other person as well. someone who is starting to realize things that they couldn't realize before, but that now with time they're becoming more clear on every single day. So this is very important. There is something very emotional about this, and perhaps that's part of the unexpected message, the fact that someone still cares and that someone is not able to move on regardless of their initial position. Also, keep in mind that with Judgment, Major Arcana, this is not an energy that can be faked. This is happening underneath the surface, and it's impacting this person's thoughts, words, actions. Don't think of this as something that they have done before and then they never really follow up through. This is something that is showing up underneath the surface and something that they are not wanting you to see, at least yet. Now, coming towards you in the near future is the truth. And with the Six of Cups, we clearly see that someone is missing you terribly, Gemini. What I'm seeing right here is someone who is admitting to themselves certain things that they wouldn't admit before. This is not an energy that it's coming towards you yet, but it's someone who is talking to a friend of theirs and who is saying, the truth is that I have fallen in love with my Gemini once I lost them. And this is a very important conversation that it's happening, and that soon, perhaps, is going to transform into actions that will impact you directly. Someone here is telling them, the problem is that you found your soulmate, but then you kept looking. And whatever their friend is telling them, it's definitely having a deep impact on what this person is going to decide to do next. They could have had it all with you, Gemini. And now that they know it, perhaps they're going to change their overall approach on the situation. So definitely conflict, definitely not knowing how to do this. But right now, this person is perhaps spying on you, trying to see where you are at and what would be the best way back into your life. So let's see what this is about. Let's see how this energy is going to evolve in the near future. Let's see what you should expect from them. But also, let's look into how this connection could evolve in the distant future. Is this something, Gemini, that you should just keep yourself away from? Or now that we had this judgment moment, is this something that it's worth reevaluating at a certain degree? Doesn't mean that you have to go back to this person, but is it still someone you want to keep into your life? Let's see what's coming up and what you should do for the distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Gemini, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading, 100% free, by the way. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. All right, Gemini, welcome back to your extended reading, and look at this. The bridging energy in between the current situation and the future situation is the Two of Wands. And so you have to start getting ready for something to happen in this situation, which right now might feel stale, might feel as though nothing is moving, nothing is going to happen, but that soon is going to change in speed and dynamic. Now, regardless of the fact that you want to hear from this person or not, this is going to have some sort of impact on you. And so it's best to understand what's coming your way in order to know how to handle it so that you will come out of it as a winner, and you absolutely deserve it. So let's see, first of all, what this person is planning to do, what their feelings, intentions, and future actions are going to be right here. and then we'll take him from there and see what this actually is going to be about and how it's going to evolve. For now, the most important thing is knowing that you got this, Gemini. You're strong. Nothing is going to impact you negatively as long as you know what you want and as long as you stay strong for yourself. So let's see what this person is about to do in the near future. Let's start with that energy. Let's clarify the Two of Wands, because this talks about planning. Let's start with the Two of Wands. Come on. I don't believe that. Wow. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. All right. So this is definitely important. And it's something that they have been thinking about. Something that they have been planning for actually longer than we thought initially. So what we're seeing right here is definitely a very important message. This Page of Wands is